Yo guys, it is Jead, and the 85 times 10 is here, the Footies SBC, but EA, of course, don't want us to have fun just yet. We've got two new huge SBCs to go along with it, must complete, and I mean must complete. One of them to do with an evolution, which I'm sure you guys will know what I'm talking about, as well as possibly an unlimited gamble pick today, so let's jump into it. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend so far. We put this poll in the Discord yesterday. If you're not in there, you can go and vote. It's free, of course. Basically, stream today. Champs run with past and present. Finishing the Footies collection book. Footies collection book wins. So it looks like tonight on stream, we'll be going again for the Footies collection book. Maybe with some Champs gameplay with the new cards in there as well. If we pack a 99, we will use them. But make sure you're there on the Twitch stream later. We're going to start with SBCs, which, again, I love it when SBCs are the best part of content. Maybe I'm old school, right? Maybe I'm an unk, but SBCs being the best part of content for me, it's just nice. I don't know. I like it. We've got the Footies daily login upgrade. There is your reminder. You don't have too long left. Do the Footies daily login if you have not already. And we've got a few SBCs expiring. Now, normally I wouldn't mention this too much, but the only reason I'm saying it is Footies is an unlimited fodder grind, right? You just get unlimited fodder as it is. So if you do want to go and start completing SBCs before they expire, you know, getting the cards before they're gone forever, Cucurella and Ferran Torres star performer. I'm not going to do Ferran Torres because I've got the 99. I might complete Cucurella. I'm not particularly bothered about a 96 Cucurella, but again, just to have him, right? The Footies SBC grind's easy, so just have Cucurella there. They do expire today at content, and we'll see what we get later. Maybe some more player SBCs today as well. But this one also expires, the 90 plus Summer Tournament Historical Nation upgrade, which is a horrific gamble SBC. It's awful, right? It's the Icon or Hero one that gives you absolute fodder, Trophy Titans guarantees in there. Because it expires today, maybe, and I'm not too optimistic, but maybe EA drop a decent one to replace it. I feel like Icon and Hero SBCs used to be the peak, the pinnacle of FC on FIFA, the pinnacle of content, the pinnacle of everything. And now people don't really care about them because they're just not that good. They also, like, they'll bring them back in FC27, and I'm sure when they first come back out, they'll be hyped, right? Heroes and Icon gambles. But now, at the end of the game, no one cares because they're just not that good. Icons and Heroes kind of dead, to be honest. But here we are, the three SBCs we got yesterday. You can see them here. Renato Sanchez, a 10x85, and Ferland Mendy. Now, both of the player SBCs, which we will start on, are must complete SBCs. Some people will not be able to get the full juice out of this Renato Sanchez, and I'm not even talking about the playstyles. If you are going playstyles on this card, yes, you can play all over the gaff. I would play him as a box-to-box centre mid, and I will show you the Evo that I'm talking about. And I would give him incisive, pinged, intercept, and finesse shot. That is what I just think centre mid should have on this game as the playstyle pluses. The actual individual playstyles, look, we could do a full build on them. It is July. Go what you want, what you want to go with. There's so many different builds out there. We've got my Glory Hunters playstyle video that's still on the channel if you really want an in-depth guide on it. I can't speak, Jesus. But the actual playstyle pluses, I'd go with those four. Brilliant, right? Good SBC, 4 squads, not that expensive because it's Footies, right? Yes, it's 90 and 89 rated squads. In Footies, it just isn't that expensive. We'll come back to him in a second, but going to Ferland Mendy. Now, this Ferland Mendy, we spoke about in yesterday's video, and I told you guys, and I was wrong. I said, no one cares about a Ferland Mendy SBC because I didn't. I really didn't. I hate saying that lengthy. The word lengthy in July should be banned, right? But at the end of the day, left backs and right backs, talking about lengthy, it really does matter. And if you don't use them, you just get cooked on this game. And it's sad, but it's the truth. But of course, we forgot, or at least I forgot, 5 positions on all Footies means they've given him centre defensive midfielder and central midfielder. Now, this card, as your defensive midfielder, brings me back to Shapeshifters. Who remembers the central midfielder Shapeshifters Ferland Mendy card? This card as a DM, right? You can also got 90 shooting on. You can use him going forward. As a DM, is brilliant. Doesn't need an Evo. He's already 97. Playstyle plus. He needs intercept. I would then go pinged. I would probably go incisive and maybe anticipate. I don't think you need finesse shot, finesse shot plus on Ferland Mendy, but he's 5-star weak foot. Maybe if you want to use him going forward, you throw finesse shot plus on him. I would go intercept, anticipate, pinged and incisive plus, and of course make sure you've got ticky base, quick step, bruiser, all that good stuff, right? Brilliant SBC again. Of course, he's more expensive than Renato Sanchez with a 91 rated squad in there. These cards are out for long enough. 13 days on him, a week on Renato Sanchez. They're out long enough. You will guaranteed be able to complete both of them if you want to, and they can both get in your team. Now, like I said, when we talk about Evos in a second, we'll come back to Renato Sanchez and explain why he is one of the best cards as well with Ferland Mendy, and people are saying he is playing brilliant in-game. But there it is, the 85 times 10, 3 times repeatable, 1 time squad as we know it. It's got that Footies logo. It's not changed too much. It's an 84 rated squad with a special card. I really hope they change that team of the week, team of the season FOF requirement to just include more cards, more of the cards that are in the Footies batch. I don't think they will do that. They didn't do it last year. It was the same requirements last year, team of the week, team of the season. I just think make sure they include a lot of team of the seasons in the best of is probably the best way they can go about it. But this is starting to get to where we want to be in footies. Now, of course, you guys are not stupid, apart from some of you. But most of you guys, I'm hoping, are not too stupid, and I'm messing. Repeatable times 3 is not what we want. We want an unlimited SBC grind. We want that to say unlimited repeatable times, you know, no like limit on it. That's not going to happen. And it's not going to happen soon. It's going to happen, I would say, probably next week's footies team. I don't think you're going to get an unlimited grind this footies team. I think you're going to get, in my opinion, an unlimited 84 times 10 by the next footies team and not an 85 times 10. And there's quite a big difference between the two, right? If we go to the 84 times 10, I don't think I've completed it. I've not, right? This 84 times 10 expires in 12 days. So maybe that's even further away, a week and a half. I think when that refreshes in 12 days, that will go unlimited, right? That'll go from repeatable times 5 to unlimited. And then the 85 times 10 at that point will probably be repeatable times 5. And then the next step is the 85 times 10 goes unlimited. They kind of do it in stages. They just don't want the game to be over already. They want it to still be sort of a progression system. And I think in EA's mind, when it's, you know, 85 times 10 is unlimited, that's them checked out. And there is not a leak, but something that I want to talk about when we talk about leaks. There's a talking point that I think a lot of you guys have got in your mind right now, probably screaming at the screen about SBCs we want to come to the game. And we'll talk about those as well, because it's very tied together with the 85 times 10s becoming repeatable in terms of the pack grind. But yes, that is a good SBC. Yes, complete them every single day. I'm not putting a pack grind out on the channel just yet because I still believe it is too easy. Maybe on tomorrow or maybe on Monday when we get new packs and new upgrades. Maybe if we get a gamble SBC coming today and it's unlimited repeatable and it's worth grinding, we'll put a video out then about the best way to grind it. But right now, it's still pretty easy, right? You just go and do all the SBCs for the day and you're able to complete, you know, pretty much everything. So go and do the 85 times 10s. Let me know, has anyone packed in 99 yet? Have you got Maradona, Ronaldinho, Pina, Van Dijk? Some of you guys on the stream have been telling me you have been getting some of them. I have not been getting any of them, apart from on the second account where I got that 99 Ronaldinho, which I kind of don't want. In terms of objectives, boys, we got another FC Pro one, the Mystery Nation. It is Australia. That's it. Go and do the Australia Mystery Nation. I think, what is it? Scored 3 goals using a finesse shot. So a player from Australia. You may as well do it. 2 times 85 and a 1 and 3 86 plus player pick. If you can do it, not too bad, right? Not too bad. Apart from that, we've got nothing else with objectives, but we never normally do on Saturday. Objectives are massive on Friday, chill on Saturday. They're normally pretty chill on Sunday as well. And they come back with Monday with, you know, Gauntlet and different things. So we'll have to see about that. But Evos. Footies really is the Evo promo, and FC26 really is the Evo game. What will FC27 be known as? Maybe it's the game that no one plays because GTA 6 is amazing, but hopefully it's known as something different other than, you know, Evo 27, because FC26 has really just been an evolution game. And when we see some of your guys' teams, when we do the team reviews, it's just Evos. It's just purely Evos. Now, this is not the only evolution we got yesterday. You might have missed the other one, but we got the 100,000 coin speed merchant evolution. I don't actually like it that much. Now, there's a big thing to be said that, for example, let me go put on that top Mariona there, which I would never put this on actually, but she actually got 88 pace. It does take her to 97 pace. The actual speed boost is massive. Like, it's a huge boost. And there's definitely some cards. I guarantee there'll be 1 or 2 cards you guys have in your club that are pretty well rounded, but just need a massive pace boost. Like, for example, I think not Insigne, but that Hackney down there, because it does a shooting boost as well. If we go find him again, he goes from 90 pace 87 shooting to 97 pace 94 shooting. Definitely a worthwhile boost. And say for whatever reason I love this Hackney card, I was a Middlesbrough fan or whatever, I'm a stalker and I go to his house, whatever it was, if I wanted to use that card, that boost is definitely worth it. I just think 100,000 coins, people are going to start running out of coins. Now, we're lucky, like I say, we've got 6 million traders. I'm sure a lot of you guys are on massive coin budgets. But 100,000 coins for a booster is decent. It definitely is decent. It's not a bad Evo. I would actually rate it like a 7, 8 out of 10. I just think it's a little bit steep, the actual price of it. The Evo that's a little bit more controversial and something that's, I think saying has pissed me off would be a little bit harsh. But we got something wrong, and look, let's go and jump into it. It was a store pack evolution, first of all. It's only 26,000 coins, and it's not the worst thing in the entire world. If we go to browse and go to promo packs, you will see it here. The Footies Frenzy Evo pack, 26,000 coins, 100 FIFA points. It is pretty cheap, I'll be honest. It includes 1 5-star Factory 2 Evolution consumable. Also includes 26 regular player items, 82 or higher. And you know what? Let's buy it right now, okay? So, this gives us just a gold, whatever, that's fine. Not really here for the actual cards themselves. Would have been nice to get a special card, but you know what? Fine. It does give us, if we go right to the end, this evolution here. Now, this evolution, if we can send stuff to storage there and go right stick down, is a 5-star Factory 2. And all it does for a max 95 player goes to 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. Now, that on itself is not the worst thing in the world. What I will say is, most cards people are using in their team now are 5-star, 5-star. My Gerard's already 5-star, 5-star. All those cards there are 5-star, 5-star. Not many people are using cards that are 4-star, 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 5-star. Pretty much everyone already has that. The big thing with this, for me, is when we saw this in the leaked pack code, I was hoping the 5-star factory, or I think it was called the 5-star factory, I was just hoping it was to do with a 5th playstyle plus, and maybe that was pure copium, right? But but I was really hoping that we were getting 5 Playstyle Plus on Footies cards in the Playstyle Lab to do with this here. Maybe an evolution that you can only get one of them, so you have to choose which Footies card you actually want 5 Playstyle Plus on. But no, it looks like EA are going to gatekeep 5 Playstyle Plus a little bit longer. The question is, how long will they gatekeep it for? They've already made the game Evolution FC 26, right? It's already, that's, what everything's about. But the evolutions we've got are not 5 Playstyle Plus, they're 4 Playstyle Plus, and it just feels a little bit weird. I'm not sure when we will get that. I think it should be soon. It might still be a few weeks away. And I think they should do it like Glory Hunters, where basically it's only Footies cards, not all FUT birthdays and all national prides, but instead it's a cosmetic consumable that can only be applied to Footies cards. But let's see. But that's a little bit disappointing because it's just a 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot store pack. I do think it's probably worth it if you've got a card that needs it. But most cards in your guys' club now will be 5-star, 5-star anyway, which is a little bit disappointing. But yeah, that is my thoughts on Evos. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. I think EA is so close to hitting the mark again, but I feel like everything right now in the game is chain evolutions and not really those 100,000 coin evolutions. I just think we should be able to put 5 Playstyle Plus on a Footies card. Just my opinion. Don't shoot me for it. Just my opinion. And yeah, you can see we've got some crazy store packs there for later, by the way. That's what we'll be doing for the collection book on the Twitch stream later, 6 p.m. UK time. Get yourself there, including a 5x90 pack. If we don't get a Footies in that, I'll discard the account. But let's jump into leaks. I want to talk about that Renato Sancho. I can't get names right today. Renato Sanchez. I want to talk about his Evo first, and then we're going to talk about leaks, market. There's something right now where you can discard cards for more than what you can buy them on the market. That is bonkers. Lazy selling is bonkers. Leaks are pretty bonkers. Well, it's more one thing on the leaks that I want to talk about is pretty bonkers, but let's jump into it. Starting off with our favorite place to FUT bin homepage, right? If we go and choose our boy Renato Sanchez. Now, if you're a new gen FIFA player, first of all, welcome to the community, you know what I mean? Now, if you're a new gen FIFA player, Renato Sanchez, you maybe missed out on this guy back in the day. There was something about his card. You need to go and see his Europa League card. Renato Sanchez had an 84 rated Europa League card a few years ago that was worth 1 million coins. And we're talking like just a standard 84 rated card. There was something about this guy. He just moved different in game. Different. And people are telling me this card moves similar to how his old cards used to move if you go and put him into the Metronome SBC. So I did say that most people, or at least some people, won't be able to go and get this Renato Sanchez to the level that, is making him brilliant in game, according to people. Now, remember, it's got certain playstyles on here, but it's a Footies card. You can customize the playstyles, do whatever you want. So ignore the playstyles. We're just looking at stats. 93 pace, 95 shooting, 97 passing, 97 dribbling, 94 defending, and 94 physical. 5-star, 5-star with perfect playstyle plus. As you saw like down there before, there's other little changes you can do as well. Elite midfielder, which I believe is the one in the token store, gives him brilliant stats as well if you want to use the tokens on that. You got Thread the Needle there, which gives him playstyles. We don't care. Even Speed Merchant, you can get him to 97 pace, 96 shooting if you want to make him more attacking, which I don't think anyone should do. But the one that I would do is the Metronome, right? It's 200,000 coins. It is quite expensive, but the SBC itself is quite cheap. And I'm hearing things. This guy is moving like old school Renato Sanchez. So if you saw the Metronome Evo on Friday and you thought, look, not for me, 200,000 coins, quite expensive, I think we finally found the guy you put it on. On his card, more defensive, I'd use an Anchor. On more attacking, you could probably use whatever. You could even go all the way up to a Hunter, because body type doesn't matter for this guy. He's pretty much going to be controlled on every chem style. So a Hunter on more attacking, maybe. He just apparently moves different in game. If we do play Champs tonight on stream, even though we're doing the collection book, he is a card with Ferland Mendy I am so down to use in a double pivot in midfield. Both my centre mids in a 4-4-1-1. Renato Sanchez, one side, more attacking. Ferland Mendy, more defensive. I'm very excited for that. So I think we're going to have to do some gameplay later. But I'm going to be putting him into that Metronome Evo first. I think his base card alone, when we spoke about his SBC getting leaked, I told you guys, very underwhelming, but hopefully he fits one of the Evos really well. And he does. He fits the Metronome Evo really, really well. But yeah, leaks and market. Let's talk about it. Starting off with some of the things I want to mention with prices. EA, man, update the price range on these cards. It is absolutely bananas. This Mbappe is still 194,000 coins. And it looks like the BigJead conspiracy might be true. EA do not want to release the price changes on these cards because they know, giving everyone an Mbappe for 20 or 30,000 coins is probably not the best idea from their end. Giving everyone a Trophy Titans Hullet for 30 or 40,000 coins is not the best idea from their end. But it's so annoying for the people that have packed these cards tradable that just can't sell them if they want to. People want to buy these cards and have got to splash out silly amounts of money just because the price range is broken. I'm not sure EA is going to change it. I really hope they do. I told you guys Monday's a big price range day. Maybe they do it tomorrow, but to be honest, that's not good enough, right? 2 or 3 days later is not good enough when this is the main content on your game right now. And EA will know about this, right? They're a full company. They've got a full team of content people. They will know about this, and they will just be choosing not to change it right now if they're ever going to change it at all, right? Maldini's actually got one of the better ones at 76,000 coins, and it's still too expensive. It is still sat at his minimum price. So first of all, EA, please fix that. And speaking about price ranges, this is one of the broken things we spoke about before, which you guys will want to see if you've missed it already. And I might ruin the entire method by showing you guys this. But on bids, and I believe Snipes as well, you can buy FUTTIES cards, I think for 11,000 coins. So we go and buy ourselves an Insigne here for 11,000 coins, or people clearly have the same idea. We get ourselves a Lanzini. We get an Insigne there for 11,000 coins. And I'm not saying this is groundbreaking. I know it's not groundbreaking. But we can quick sell him and sell him for 11,700 coins. Now, I'm not saying 700 coins. Like, listen, you're going to take the piss out of me. I'm not saying 700 coins is groundbreaking. I'm just saying the fact that we can go and get Cole Mwani there, or maybe not. Go and get ourselves a Carrius, that maybe not. Maybe people have clocked onto this already. It was working a lot better before, but you can get these on bids as well pretty easy, by the way, if you want to go and do it on bids instead. We get ourselves an Immobile there, 11,000 coins. Quick sell it. I just made 1.4 thousand coins. Stonks. I know I get it's the big month of July. You don't need to comment, Jead, it's July. I do get that. I'm just saying there'll be some people that are fascinated that, yes, you can discard these cards more than what they sell for and just make some coins. I just wanted to point that out there. Maybe I've ruined the method by posting this online. So you guys that were already doing it, I'm sorry. I know you're going to shout at me. I just wanted to put this into the atmosphere and we'll go back on with leaks, okay? Just thought it was funny that EA have messed up price ranges on some cards by making them too high, and they've messed up FUTTIES price ranges by making them too low, or at least messed up their quick sell value by making it too low. So just giving you guys, that one for free. And yeah, God, we need to do a full video on Evos, man. Look at the state of that FUT birthday Pedri. Okay, I'll try and promise that to you guys. We'll get a full video out, like a half-an-hour video, just going over the absolute best Evos, so you guys can just sit down when you're making some food and watch that. We'll try and do that in the next few days, maybe when content has a bit of a slow day during FUTTIES. But let's talk Twitter, let's talk leaks, because we all like looking forward to what's coming on this game, right? We're all just waiting for the next day. You could show there's some philosophy in that, how we're all just waiting for tomorrow. But, let's not talk philosophy. Let's talk more important things, FC 26. First of all, this is another announcement from the FC, or not the FC, but the FUT 18, FUT 17, FIFA, the Revival project that I'm sure you guys have seen by now. I know a lot of you guys don't care about it, but there's big news. There is big news. The big news here is, which is not the big news, but the big news here is, proud to announce that we're working on a revival for FUT 18. So FUT 18 is one of your favourite games. That is now working on a revival as well, like FIFA 17, which I'm sure you guys have seen Kurt was playing yesterday. Knitter on the FUT Market is doing loads of videos on it. The big news is the boy BigJead is in the Discord. This beautiful man, Wonderful Pie, was nice enough and kind enough to invite me to the Discord after I reached out. He did not reach out to me. I'm not big time just yet. I reached out to him. I said, sure. So he got me in the Discord, which just basically means I might be able to get, online with some of the projects. So if you guys do want to see BigJead playing big old FIFA 17, FIFA 14, FIFA 15, let me know down below. If I could get onto one of the games, even though they're not all out yet, which one would you be most excited for me to jump on and do a pack opening for? If they were, so kind as to let me on, I would love to go and do it. I'd love to stream to FIFA 17, FIFA 14, FIFA 15, whatever it is, FIFA 18 for God's sake. I played all of those games. They were my childhood and I absolutely loved them. So I'd love to get on if they do let me. I believe Ruben was on Twitch on it yesterday as well. But the big news is I might be able to get online, right? Nick on the FUT Market, Kurt, and BigJead in the same sentence. Who would have thought? No, but honestly, big shout out to those guys. They're doing an amazing job. And if you've not been keeping up to date with that, just go and drop them a follow on Twitter. Go and join the Discord where they're posting their updates. It's definitely worth it. But back to FC. Away from FIFA, back to FC. The first thing is, did you guys see that FC 27 is now ahead of GTA 6 in pre-orders in most of these countries? Now, it's definitely a little bit biased because obviously FC 27 just came out and GTA is not a yearly release. It's a bit different and it's been out for a little while. So it's slightly different, right? But Ultimate Plus Edition has surpassed GTA 6 in the best-selling category on PlayStation in most countries. I'm not sure how accurate that is in terms of does that go off pure sales, because it would feel a bit ludicrous. But if you guys are thinking that people are not buying FC 27, or maybe you're someone there who goes, I'm going to wait for a sale in January, right? I know a lot of people do that. They wait for a sale 2 months into the game, 3 months into the game, when the game's a lot cheaper, and it's a smart thing to do if you don't like playing the start of the game, which I really do love playing. But just know that people are definitely buying this game. If you thought people weren't, that is wrong. People are really loving it, and it's now ahead of GTA 6, which I just think is hilarious, right? FC and EA Sports just will never die. No matter what you say, it just will never die. And honestly, maybe the community is partly at fault for that, because I'm probably going to buy Ultimate Plus as well. A little bit different as a content creator, but that is hilarious. Now, back onto FC 26. This is what I was talking about. Shout out to Nate, aka the FUT Accountant. It's time for these to come back. He's not wrong, though. He's talking about exchanges. So when we mentioned the 85 times 10, and this is not a leak, obviously, right? Nate FUT Accountant won't be a leaker just yet. But we want the 85 times 10s to go unlimited. What are your guys' thoughts on exchanges, and when do you think they'll be back? I know a lot of you guys want my opinion on it, because at the end of the day, exchanges are going to make this game so much more enjoyable to play. The amount of low-rated, or I guess you would say high-rated FODDED, but what I mean is low-rated special cards from the re-release, aka the 88s, 89s, 90 versions that you get a lot of, like the Salibas, the Cornerstone Ronaldos. There needs to be a place we put them. EA said at the start of the year, exchanges will not be coming back to the game. If exchanges come back, they've messed up. Exchanges have not been in FC 26 at all. Blah, 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 blah. I think they will change that for footies. I think, yes, my opinion is they will bring exchanges back to footies. And yes, exchanges will make the pack grind not only better for, actually getting better stuff out your packs, crazy, I know, but actually more enjoyable as well. It makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to go and put him into an SBC to then rinse that into 4 different SBCs and then put that into 12 different SBCs. Exchanges kind of streamline the process a little bit. You get a high-rated fodder card, you put them into an exchange, and there you go. You've opened the pack. Like, it's really easy. But similar to the 85 times 10s, I don't think exchanges come out for a week or 2. It just wouldn't make sense. You can kind of tell. It's kind of, you get a sense for it the more you play the game. You know where EA are in the minds with the power curve and different things, even though we're in July, but you know where they are, and I can just tell they're not going to release exchanges just yet. I hope we get a Bomber League Evo soon. Or not Evo, but a Bomber League SBC soon, and it's exchanges. I don't see it happening. I think if you want exchanges, just be expecting to wait, I would say minimum 2 weeks. I do think minimum 2 weeks. I think EAC exchanges is the end of the game. And for them, it's not quite the end of the game yet, right? Danny Irons is still loading up thousands of pounds of FC points. They still see an opportunity to make some money on this game. And therefore, they're not going to release exchanges just yet because that will null and void store packs. And again, what do EA love? The money. They're a company at the end of the day. So exchanges probably will be coming back to the game, in my humble opinion, but they will not be coming back to the game just yet. And then one for you guys for next year specifically, or this year, right? But just know, this is Rick's tweet. Shout out Rick. FC Pro Pump. This Keegan Azareth has gone from 600,000 coins to 1.6 million coins. And I believe right now on the market, it's about 1.2 million coins. What he means with an SE Pro Pump is, if you didn't know, whenever pros all use the same card, because this card, by the way, is still brilliant. Like, you guys know we were using this at Team of the Season. She's still like one of the best cards in the game. When all the pros use the same card, all the Timmies on the market go and buy it and think they're going to get 16 wins in champs using that card. And obviously they don't, and they sell it again. But for a short period in time, those cards really do pump up, right? Pros really have a big effect on the market, on the game, especially because a lot of pros buy these rare cards and quite literally take the supply off the market, making them rarer. But take that into next game, right? Next year's game. Whenever we get pro tournaments, keep an eye on the cards they're all using. It's worth an investment. It's worth stocking some just for a few days, seeing if they rise. Or if you're very, very, very up to date in the pro scene, you can kind of buy the cards before people know what pros are using before the tournament. Maybe you watch a lot of the pros stream or different things like that. You can see what cards they're using, buy them early, and then when they go to the pro tournaments and use those cards, people then buy them and invest in them, and you make loads of coins. More one for next year, but it's a really good tip to make some coins if you play the game year round and are up to date with the pro tournaments. But what are we getting today? We did say that we're getting that unlimited gamble SBC today, which could be amazing, or more likely could sadly be pretty awful, and they just re-release the historical upgrade and make it maybe a 91 plus rather than 90 plus, which is pretty awful. We also be getting, you would think, a player SBC today. You would imagine Sega is the one that's coming. We have no words on it now. Di Natale has been out, Foden has been out, Mendy has been out, Royce has been out, Renato Sanchez has been out, and we could even get one of these low-rated cards, which again, for Evos, as you guys saw for Renato Sanchez, let's just wait and see when these cards out. You could probably all start, planning on them at Evos because you've got the stats leaked there, but wait until the cards come out and see what Evos they fit. Maybe that Tomori card isn't that bad after all, and you could give him a decent pace boost or something, but it should be, in my opinion, Sega today, who, guys, I'll be honest, I will complete that card if it comes out. I will probably not use that card. She just won't play that decent in game, in my opinion. She has nice playstyle pluses. Stats are pretty decent, right? 99 passing, 97 dribbling. But the Billy card on the market, who is very similar, I think it's like 70 or 80,000 coins. It's just not that hyped, in my opinion. Of course, she won't fit Evos as she's 97 rated. But I do recommend any SBC that comes out, pretty much any SBC, you may as well complete, like I keep saying. And I had to show you guys a few of these things from the community because I just think some of them are so relatable, man. Now, first of all, it's not relatable, but I have seen an alarming rise in Peter Crouch Evos ever since my video on the Peter Crouch Evo. So just first of all, I set trends that Bearman copy. Just know, BigJead started this. If you ever see a Peter Crouch Evo in game, message them afterwards and call them a fanboy. I started this. But jokes aside, I'm seeing a lot more Peter Crouch Evos. People are having fun on the game again. It's great to see people doing Evos on cards that are clearly not meta. But it's Peter Crouch, right? Peter Crouch is Peter Crouch. Now, this one is more relatable. I keep seeing this on the Reddit. I scroll through the Reddit every now and then just to see where the community is up to with the game. How's everyone getting on? Pack weight teams, Evos. I always have a look through to basically see what people are saying, right? And I'm seeing a lot of this. This, in general, sums up the average pack for footies. Has anyone yet done their champs and open rewards? Has anyone opened a footies pack from the token store? Has anyone seen a pack like this greet them after they've opened it? I just think pack weight on footies is so sad, man. Back in the day, if you got a footies card, it was hyped. On this game, if you get this pick, you could probably discard it and move on with your day and nothing changes. It is so sad how the pack weight has turned out. I know that best of is the main point. We're doing the collection book where you sort of invent your own fun. Rather than, going for the best cards, you're going for all the cards. And I really do enjoy that. Again, we'll do it on stream later. I just think it's sad how many packs I'm seeing open on share plays, on my account, on your guys' account in the Discord, and you're seeing stuff like this. It's really, really sad. And then this as well, which first of all is probably the best Evo I've seen on this year's game. Has anyone got an Evo that can even rival this? If you do, I'm sorry, but unless you show it to me, I think you're lying. 96 rated card with those stats is just bananas. That's the first point. The second point is to do with Evos. I saw this Evo and I went, wow, she's brilliant. She's Jamaican, which of course, with the flag behind me, we do always like. But the Evo is brilliant. What it made me realise is, as we're saying, Evo FC 26, Footies is, the best promo in terms of stats and everything on the game. Your guys' main teams, and this is probably not my main team, with a few changes in there it might be. I'd probably take out the Footies cards, to be honest. These are only in here for the 3 Footies in the team objective. How many Footies cards have you guys got that get into your main team? Not Footies Evos, but Footies cards. Cards that you have packed that are Footies. Again, these 3 for me are in here just because I need them for the objective. Di Natale doesn't get in. Torre, I've got a much better Evo than stats-wise. My Evo's got 95 pace. This one has 90. And Ethan Mbappe, of course, would not be my cam, right? Stats are very average. How many Footies, despite it being the absolute best promo on the game, stats-wise, every single year, have gotten into your guys' team? Path to Glory seems better. More importantly, Evos seem better. We've got some Summer Stars cards and some Phenoms cards and some Great to the Games cards that still kind of seem better. I think it's pretty sad that Footies I was so looking forward to, and I'm really enjoying the best of. I'm really enjoying the pack grind. I'm really enjoying, using some of the best of cards in Evos. But at the end of the day, my Noonan Evo's 88 rated is better than this Ethan Mbappe. So what are we doing? I don't really get it. My big hope is that EA kind of changed that for Footies Team 2, Team 3, Team 4, Team 5, Team 6. How many teams have we got? I don't know. I don't know how many teams are actually leaked to be coming. But I hope that EA change it for the future teams. Keep some cards that are brilliant for Evos, right? Keep the Renato Sanchez type cards. But give us some more 97 and 98 rated cards that are not only just good, but packable. You can also save your 99 rated cards. I'm sure some people will still spend money on store packs, right? Keep your Maradona, keep your Ronaldinho. Make some 97 and 98 rated cards, or even some 96 rated cards that are just very usable and get into a lot of people's teams. I think that's what everyone's asking for right now, because even if we got an unlimited pack grind, what am I grinding for? Dino, Maradona, Ibra, Van Dijk, Pina, right? Outside of those 5 cards, and I'm exaggerating a little bit, there's some other nice cards as well, but outside of those 5 cards, there's not too much that gets into my team, and at that point, what is the point of me doing the unlimited pack grind? Just my thoughts, but let me know, how many Footies cards are you guys actually using in your team right now? Right, boys and girls, have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Go and have a fantastic week, right? Enjoy it as much as you can. Stream later for the collection book and a bit of champs. Get yourself there over onto the Twitch. Of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel. I would much appreciate it. But yeah, have a good one, boys, and I'll see you all in a bizzle.